Hi friends, today we will see how to make a zoom transition between two video scenes in After Effects. This is a very interesting and simple transition that one can use in any video that you create, be it your vlogs, trailers, music videos, etc. This is Dhruv, and if you like the video then please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Let's quickly start this video. So friends, this is my After Effects composition that I have taken in full HD format. And I have imported this car video in this my composition. So these, as you can see, this is the two transition scenes. This is the first scene and this is the second scene of my car video. I'm gonna make this zoom transition between these two scenes. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll just take an adjustment layer, and right now you can see this two scenes are in a cut format, so there is no transition in between these two scenes. So for the zoom transition that we'll are making in After Effects, what we'll do is first of all we'll take an adjustment layer. So I have taken this an adjustment layer, and I'll make two parts of this adjustment layer. So for that I'll break this adjustment layer into two. So from the point where my second video is starting, what I'll do is I'll just break this adjustment layer. So Control Shift D, and that splits my adjustment layer into two parts. So now I'll just delete the excess part of the adjustment layer. This is it. So now I have two adjustment layers with me. One is this and one is this. So I'll just rename it as adjustment layer 1, and this would be adjustment layer 2. Fine. So now what we'll do is first of all I'll apply some effects on this adjustment layer so that it can reflect in the video beneath it. The beneath video is this car video. So whatever effect I'll apply on this adjustment layer, it will automatically reflect in the video that is beneath this layer. So I'll apply this transform effect to this adjustment layer, and in this I'll adjust the scaling of the video. So you can say that if I adjust the scaling, then you can see the video gets scaled up. So initially it's by default it's 100. So I'll just put a keyframe here, and after a second or so I'll make it as 300. So now you can see the value has changed to 300, and these while pressing U you can see those two keyframes. So from here you can see the zoom effect as this is scaled up, the video is scaled up to 300%, and so this is the first effect that we'll apply on this adjustment layer. So to tweak this effect, what I'll do is I'll just select these two keyframes, and I'll select F9. That make these two as easy as, and after that these keyframes I'll just open this graph editor. You can open this graph editor from here. You open this graph editor, and after that you can see these 2 points, these two tangents. You can zoom in the graph editor by pressing the plus sign on the numeric keypad, and after that you can see you can adjust these tangents to so that you can tweak your animation a bit. So while pressing shift, I'll just move this tangent at this point. If you don't press shift, then this tangent is free, you can move it here and there. But if you want to move it in a proportional manner, then you need to press shift, and this will not go here and there. So while pressing this, I'll move this tangent here and this tangent like this. So now you can see that there is a difference in the animation of my video. What I'll do is I'll just reduce the timing of these two keyframes. So this is it. Now you can see that it's going in an ease manner because we have adjusted the graph editor, the tangents of the two keyframes. So now this is the animation is it's more smooth. So now the next step is that in this we'll just we'll just switch it off as use compositions shutter angle. I'll just switch it off, and I manually set the shutter angle as 360 degrees. And now I'll apply the same effect on this second adjustment layer also. So this is the zoom in animation, and now in this I'll prepare the zoom out animation. So for that I'll again apply this transform effect on this. Do the scale as from 25 to 100, or maybe to 30 to 100, you can say. So this is the first keyframe, it's at 30, and the last keyframe is at 100 value. This is it. And for that matter, now what I'll do is I'll just apply another effect as motion tile. I'll just apply this motion tile on this, because now you can see we need to fix this up, right? So for that we'll apply this motion tile effect, and this motion tile should be above the transform layer. And now I'll apply this mirror edges, and I'll adjust this output width as 350 and output height as also 350. Perfect. So now we have this motion tile effect, as you can see, and in this also I will switch off this use composition shutter angle in transform effect, and I will manually enter as 360 degrees shutter angle. So now you can see we have this cool zoom in effect with us, as you can see. Let's preview this for you. Perfect. So now you can see that we have created this cool zoom effect type of thing in our transition. Initially these two videos were in a cut format, right? And so now we have this cool zoom effect with us. So we need to fine tune this more, because we have this a bit of motion tile effect with us. So we need to rectify this and adjust it a bit. Now the next step is, as you can see, we have pressed F9 in this, so we'll do the same with these two keyframes as well. I'll press F9. Like since we have adjusted the graph editor for this adjustment layer, same way we'll do for the second layer. In this we'll inverse the graph. So what I'll do is I'll just select these two keyframes, and I'll go to graph editor. This is my graph editor. I'll zoom in this. Initially in adjustment layer 1 we have increased the value of this tangent, and in this I'll just increase the value of this tangent. So I'll press shift and I'll move the graph editor as this, and this point I'll adjust it like this. So you can see the changes in the animation as I'm adjusting the graph editor. So now the two graphs have been adjusted, and all the keyframes I have selected, and I've pressed F9. So now I have this cool zoom effect with me. Now what I'll do is, as you can see, since we have applied this motion tile, we have this zoom effect with us. So to refine this zoom effect, what I'll do is I'll CC radial blur. I'll apply the CC radial blur onto this, and I'll type as straight zoom, and I'll just I'll change the value, and I'll just press this keyframe here, amount as 60. I'll just press this amount as 60 here and 0 here. Again pressing U, and I'll just select these keyframes and I'll press F9, and I'll again edit the graph editor of these two keyframes as the previous ones. Now we have this motion blur, cool motion blur effect with us, and we have refined the motion blur that we was having previously with us with CC radial blur. So this is it, and now you can you can preview it a bit. See, so now we have almost completed 80% of this transition effect. A little bit that is left is there is just one effect that I just want to add in this, is that is optics compensation. So I'll apply this optic compensation onto my first layer, and I'll just check this on reverse lens distortion. This will give a cool lens distortion to this effect, and I am changing the value of the field of view. So now you can see that we have this lens distortion with us like this. So what I'll do is I'll check it out at what point should I fix it. This is it. So I'll fix it around 85, and I'll just press this, animate this, press U. This keyframe I'll place it here, and at the starting of the animation I'll just make it at 0. Again I'll press these two, select these two keyframes, and I'll press F9. So now you can see like this, we have this cool lens distortion also with us. So now we have this video with this as zoom transition almost complete now. I'll just preview it for you, and you can see this is it. So you can see how cool this is looking. We have this lens distortion also with us now, and this is it. So instead of just a cut effect, we can apply this cool zoom transition with us. This is a very in thing right now, and you can use it in any of your videos that you make. So what I do is I just adjust these two keyframes. I'll just move these two keyframes closer to each other, and now we'll see. So we have this cool effect with us now. It's looking wonderful now. I have refined all the effects now that I've applied on this 2 layers, and now we have this cool zoom effect transition with us. So like this, you can make these transitions. It's a very simple transition. You just need 3 effects on this. I'll just sum it up for you. We need transform scale onto one adjustment layer. We need this CC radial blur, and we need motion tile for this. Motion tile is for this second layer, and radial blur for adjusting the motion tile, and the transform scale as the first layer. In the first layer we have this transform scale, same as the second layer, and we have this optical compensation. So this is it. If you like this video, you can please put a thumbs up on this video, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.